Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Set it down for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
And the Trojans will have to kick this away. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick 6 going the other way.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice grab. It's Miranda. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He hands it off from the gun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing with third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The defense showing blitz here. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And here comes a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Movement here from the tight end. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Here's the second down play. The linebacker shifting around now. And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He stays alive, and the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. And we're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Important second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do it.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They're going to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
An important 3rd down and goal now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. The quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And here's the handoff. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Takes the handoff. It's Shaw. Finding space at the 20. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big, and they weigh over 300 pounds. That doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Crossing the 35. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Finds an open target on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he fires the football to the right side. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
USC offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Freeman running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. This will be a 50-yard attempt. See if he's got the leg. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The coverage team brings him down to the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with a completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the quarterback dropping back. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Tips and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this one is caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball in his hand.
And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He breaks into the clear. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Back to throw. It's Freeman. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He's running out of time here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Freeman. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline. It's Shaw. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Freeman. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Looking downfield. It's Freeman bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. Will spot it at the 38.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Gibson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Freeman. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple of scores. They just didn't execute.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's fault. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And He'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. That sack sets up an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Freeman. Running out of time in the pocket. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it.